Hello, welcome back. So in this part, we will be discussing about a very important concept, which is the concept of modular ratio. Well, this ratio and its significance is very large in case of working stress method. So we will try to understand what this modular ratio is. Well, in the elastic theory, because we are using the working stress method, and working stress method is based on elastic theory. So most of the time I will be taking this reference that in the elastic theory, structures having structures having different materials are made equivalent to one common material. Well, we do that in our design process. Practically, they are not a common material, they are different material. But in our design process, sometimes what we do is we try to express one material into a different material or to a common material. For example, now I will be giving you this example. Say, for example, this is one block, say A, and this is the another block, say block B. Well, this is the strength measurement, measure of strength of block A, and this is the measure of strength of block B. So now we know that the strength of block A is less than the strength of block B. Now, if I want to express the strength of A in terms of B, how do we do that? Well, first of all, we need to find out the difference or the ratio of their strength. Say the strength of B by strength of A. So, for example, this is the strength ratio. Sorry. So, considering that this is a strength ratio. So now, if I want to express the strength of A in terms of B, then what I will do is I will be expressing the strength of A in terms of B by multiplying B, by dividing the strength of B by this ratio, say B by A. Similarly, if I want to express the strength of B in terms of A, then I will multiplying A with this one. So this is how this ratio works. So this strength ratio in this case. Similarly, in our case of concrete design, we use the ratio called modular ratio. So in the case of reinforced concrete structures, concrete and reinforcing steel are therefore converted into one material, because in our reinforced concrete there are two different materials. One is concrete and the other one is steel, and both are different, their property is different, but we have to if we want to express them in a common material, then what we do is we express them using a ratio called modular ratio. So here in this case, we are not expressing them as a strength, but we are actually expressing them in terms of modulus of elasticity. So what we do is when we try to convert two materials in a single material or one material, so that process is called the process of transformation. And this transformation is done by a ratio called the modular ratio, and therefore modular ratio can be defined as a ratio of modulus of elasticity of steel to the concrete. Or in other words, mathematically we can say M is equals to ES by EC. Well, modular ratio is expressed as M, and it is basically the ratio of Young's modulus of elasticity of steel to the concrete. And we know that ES value is 2 into 10 raised to power 5. Now, how do we find out EC? Now, I have told you in the previous lecture, I have explained the process of calculating value of EC. So EC can be calculated for the short-term modulus. We can find out the EC value as 5,000 times of under root FCK. We have seen this in the previous lecture also. And in this case, FCK is the 28 days compressive strength or characteristic strength of the concrete. Now, however, when we are taking the value EC, this EC value is based on the short term. Sorry. This the value of EC is based on the short term modulus, which means it doesn't take the effect of concrete in longer run. I mean, it doesn't take the long term effect of the concrete in account. Whenever we are using EC as 5,000 FCK. In that case, this EC doesn't take count of the long term effect of the concrete, because we know that as the concrete all the time it deteriorate, and the value of EC with the passage of time, this EC is decreased because of the phenomena of creep. So creep is also discussed in the previous part. So that is why this relation M is equals to ES by EC, it doesn't hold good. So as technically M should be calculated by this value, but this term is not taking the long-term effect of the concrete. So that is why we don't use this formula to get the value of M. IS code has given an empirical formula to calculate the value of M, and that formula is good, and that formula is this one. M is equals to 280 by 3 into sigma CBC. Sigma CBC is the permissible stress in concrete in flexural compression. So this is the value that we take to find out the modular ratio, and this formula takes care long-term effect of concrete also partially. It doesn't take full long-term effect of the concrete, but it takes account the long-term effect partially. And that is why we don't use this formula, and we use in our design to calculate the modular ratio this formula. And this is also mentioned in the clause B 1.3 of IS 456. So you can refer that IS code to get the statement. So we will continue our discussion in the next part. Thank you.